Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 3, season 2 of Gwent Trivia. My name is Flake, and I am welcoming you to have, make yourself comfortable. We're sort of knee deep in December by now. I don't know where you are in your part of the world. If it's cold, if it's warm, regardless, it's always warm here with myself and my always lovely co-host, Mark Theus.
Yes. Hello. Good to be here, Flake. Another edition. I've donned my tie. We're ready to go.
Now I was gonna say, because this one is almost like a camouflage tie.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little. Let me get closer. It's got some fluffies on it, if you will. It's got like some floofy things on it. I don't know what to call them.
Well, floofies are
patterns. I don't know.
Patterns. Floofies.
Yeah,
floofies are always always in demand, and
right.
Like,
always.
So by the way, I just want to say. Now I dig the beard, Mark, but I don't know if you saw the latest Avengers trailer. Captain America's beard, it's gone. So what's the deal here?
Nope, that's not true. What are we talking about? Oh wait, he did have the beard gone, didn't he? He still had the hair though.
He had. Well,
was
of course,
the beard gone?
He didn't, the beard.
It doesn't
gone.
matter. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, regardless, it doesn't matter. We have another episode of Gwent Trivia that we want to get to, and we have 3 awesome contestants that I can't wait to meet. So, Mark, bring them in, my friend.
We absolutely do. I'm excited for this one. We have 3 fantastic people, as Flake said, and let's go on over to our first player today, representing the Great Northern Realms. Fun fact, I think we've had player 1 represent Northern Realms for each episode this season so far. But hailing from the Great Northern Realms is the artist himself, Mr. QuillandLance. How are you today, sir? Good to have you here.
I'm doing good. Thanks.
You are representing Nilfgaard today. You're representing Northern Realms today. So what is going to be your buzzin for today's episode?
Probably a bad choice here, but I can't go any other way with it. Men of Kedwin attack.
That is a long one, so good luck with that. And do you have any smack talk for your opponents today before we move onward?
I will give the firmest handshake after I lose.
The firmest of handshakes. That is a threatening...
The confidence that radiates from that contestant spot is immense.
The radiating confidence. All right, let's move on to our second contestant. You probably know her, hailing from the mysterious land of South Africa. Representing Skellige today is MissLadyJay. Welcome.
Hello.
And you are, of course, Skellige today, so what is going to be your buzzin?
Wojtek.
Wojtek. All right, that's a short one. See, now you probably have an advantage going with the short answer there. Do you have any smack talk for your opponents today?
Well, I'm just gonna take down humans and potatoes.
Take down humans and potatoes. That's a great transition because our next contestant coming on in representing Nilfgaard is going to be the Potato Master, the head of the Potato Legion, if you will, is Crozyr. How are you today, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going?
He has a potato. He actually has a potato.
Ready?
Oh my. Crozyr, what's going to be your buzzin today?
My buzzin', you guys hopefully know, I'm presenting Nilfgaard, and then there's this card in there. I think it's called Albus Behrman, and it has this voice line. You might have heard it before on my channel. It goes, mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
Perfect. It's a long one as well, so we got some long buzzins today. It's going to be very interesting. Do you have any smack talk for your opponents before we move on?
I had maybe the worst stream in the universe today. So long time no see, everybody from over there. I'm having a lot of energy here, but I need to let off some steam, right? And I think these guys are going to be the perfect victims.
All right, sounds good. So he's going to scream at his victims. All right, that sounds great. All right, let's go meet Flake over on the main stage and get this bad boy started with round 1 of Gwent Trivia.
Alrighty, well, we've met the contestants, and I want to say that, Crozyr comes in with this very calm, yet still pointed and very ominous and spooky kind of threat there, a little Hannibal Lecter-ish of just like, yes, I am going to kill them and eat their flesh kind of, it's like weirdness, no problem. This might be the most polite group of contestants that we've ever had, because even people like McBeard, who, hails from the polite land of Canada, was able to throw down the most, the biggest shade possible while wearing his mirrored aviators. But I don't doubt that in short order this entire game is going to get real spicy as the points kind of start to rack up. So if you are not familiar with Gwent Trivia, it's very simple. There will be 3 rounds that we're going to be going. 8 questions in the first round, 8 in the second, and 3 or 4, we'll say 4, of special drawing rounds in the third round. So 2 points for a correct answer, -1 point for an incorrect answer. Twitch chat, I believe in your immense IQ, your giant collective intelligence, but we have to say that you got to give our our contestants rather, a chance to buzz in before you wow us with your smarts. So until I say Twitch chat, show them who's boss. Please refrain from giving the answers out there because we want to give a fair fight to everybody else. Again, I want to say that for you guys out there in the audience, there is in fact a giveaway for you guys to participate in, which I am opening right now. And the reason why we're doing a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, is because each one of these rounds has a particular sponsor. And I want to say that this round right now is sponsored by Team Rankstar. Team Rankstar is available. You can check them out at teamrankstar.com. Lots of awesome resources for for various card games, Hearthstone, and of course Gwent. But you've got Magic and Artifact and TESL, etc., all available over there. And I invite you to go ahead and check them out. TeamRankstar.com. But they're giving away a prize, so hit ! Giveaway to enter the giveaway. At the end of each round, we're giving you, a viewer, a prize. So stay tuned for that. But before we get to that part, we've got some game to play. Got some cheese, some cheddar to spread. So let's make it happen. All right, guys. So if you are ready, contestants, give me your best shout out, your best buzz in all at once right now. Let's go.
Wojtek.
Mashed potatoes.
Man of
thick
Kedwin.
gravy.
Oh, God. All right, so this is going to be an
Hey,
extended
don't be afraid to
episode.
speak up, guys. Don't be afraid to speak a little louder because we're a little bit quiet. So don't be afraid to yell it out loud.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, we got this. Yeah. Crozyr said he's got some energy to spend, so make it happen. All right, here we go. So question number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Get ready with your buzzins. On the card epidemic, how many rats are there? On the
Mashed
card.
potatoes with thick gravy.
That is Mr. Crozyr. Yes, sir.
4.
Ooh. Fortunately, my friend, you have come in with the -1. You are now way behind. You're in the past,
What?
friend.
You
Yes.
can go negative. I didn't know.
Anyone else want to come in? How many rats are in the card epidemic?
Wojtek?
All right, Lady J.
3?
Ooh, that is incorrect as well. It's okay. By doing absolutely nothing, Quill has taken the lead. This is a first, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
All right, maybe this one was a little harder. I
Easy.
thought this one was. All right, well, Quill, we're gonna. If you want to pass, you can pass on this one. We can toss it out to. We can just toss it out there to the.
Yeah, I'll take the card advantage.
Card advantage. She's doing the dry pass. No problem. Taking the dry pass card advantage. First here on Gwent Trivia. All right. Twitch chat is going to go ahead and probably figure this one out real quick. Toss it out there if you know it. But the answer is 2. There are 2 rats on
So
the
close.
card. It was close. But you were definitely, Crozyr had double the value on that one. You were just 1 away. But there are 2 rats. 2. And everybody in Twitch chat immediately got that one. All right. No problem. Because we got plenty more to go. So here we go. Question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. How many different cards are considered traps? How many cards are traps? Now, I know that it's typically, if you don't want to be shunned and exiled out of society, you typically don't play ethnic traps.
I have
plays
played
Ethne?
0 games at Squayatel.
Yeah, who plays Ethne?
That's the thing. Now, if you were all a bunch of net deckers, it'd be a whole different story. But I don't want to say that kind of profanity over here. We have to keep this a G-rated show.
This is a hard one today, man. We made a hard. We made a hard
Apparently.
one.
So,
Yeah.
doubles, obviously.
I have
don't
an
count. It's
idea.
just,
Just don't want to.
Well, you got to buzz in. We don't
Yeah, I
give
just-
partial credit here.
God dang it.
All right, well, we'll give it 5 seconds if anybody wants to.
Man
buzz
of
in.
Kedwin attack. I
Oh,
passed
here-
last round, so I'll just throw away my point.
Throw it out, man.
Oh, 5.
That was so damn close, but you actually landed on both of your feet. It is, in fact, 5, and you were really starting with 4, but you didn't finish that sentence. Thank
So
God you
I knew
actually
it wasn't
rescued-
going to be above 6 because I was counting them in my head, and for the amount of times that I've just raged because I saw traps or some
Attaboy.
kind of artifacts.
Well, there it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Did we get that one
100%.
right? We got that one right.
That is correct. It is 5 correct points for Mr. QuillandLance. See, it's not that hard. You just got to throw out a nice little guess. And I do want to make sure that everybody in the Twitch chat knows that please don't answer the question before our opponents get a shot at it. I will say, I will reach out to you guys in Twitch chat to make sure that you guys get a chance at it as well. All right, let's go to question number 3. This one's a little bit easier, I think, hopefully. How many default mulligans does Jan Calvit have?
Mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
Oh, there he goes. Crozyr coming in.
That's 2.
That is in fact 2. Absolutely correct. You are on the board, friend. You've rescued yourself from the upside down. Welcome back to
Easy.
the land of the living, friend. Perfect. No problem. Easy. Easy. And we have a theme on this one, apparently, because I think that when Marcus and I were writing these questions, we might have been a little bit either tired or half in the bag, but it's okay, because we've made some very easy, countable questions, and that's what question number 4 is going to be about. And we're going to ask you, on the card Scorch, how many skeletons are being burned?
Wojtek.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, that is MissLadyJay.
2.
That is not correct.
Mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
Ooh, that was a close one, Mark. We're gonna go to the judges booth on this one. Let's get a who buzzed in on that one.
Well, they're both so quiet. It's I'm gonna go with Crozyr on that one. It sounded like Crozyr.
All right, Crozyr.
Okay, I'd say 3.
There are in fact 3. There's one that you can see between the 2 main ones that's actually getting completely eviscerated by that fire, but it's gonna be fantastic. That's 3 points. 3 points. That's 3 skeletons, 2 points. Not quite the same translation there. All right, cool. Let's go to the next one here. This one's a little bit more cheeky, and it has to do with the lore on the cards. So what card has the lore, the flavor text, if you will? A good sorceress must know when to conjure ice and when to conjure fire. A good sorceress must know when to conjure ice and when to conjure fire. This could be a Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin, but we know that that's not true. I take a sip of my Larry mug as I wait.
Larry judges you as
He
as we
judges
wait.
you. Look at him.
That's difficult.
Man, I think we went too hard, man. I think we made these
I
questions too
thought
hard.
this one was actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure Twitch chat's probably like
Men of Kedwin attack. I'm just gonna
Yes.
guess solely based on the only mage who I've heard talk about like White Frost, and it's the one that talks about eating yellow snow. So I'm gonna go Ithlin.
It is not Ithlin. It is not Ithlin. I thought we could figure this out. So I'll say it one more time. I'll give another chance. If we're gonna pass, we could pass. A good sorceress must know when to conjure ice and when to conjure fire.
Must be one that I never play because I usually read
Yeah,
the lore.
same.
All right, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you guys a
Well,
hint.
chat says it's Larry, which is not correct. So
Well,
Chat's moving?
no.
My chat's dead.
Not. So here's a little hint for you guys. This card, and I don't know how far back you guys go with Gwent, but in closed beta, this card was an absolute staple in every single deck.
What, in closed beta?
In closed
Okay,
beta.
so
I never
mashed
played
potatoes with
beta.
thick gravy.
Yes.
Yennefer Conjurer.
It is in fact Yennefer Conjurer, and I kind of feel bad that I dropped that hint and sort of punished Quill for his bravery. But Quill also dry passed round 1, so he can go F himself on that
Yeah,
one.
but then I went and threw away my point by just.
That's okay. That's okay. It was in fact Yennefer Conjurer though, and So I mean, I figure with sorceress and the word conjure in the lore, I figured that might be there was a chance there, but it's all good, no problem. All right, here we go. This one's a little bit easier. Which Geralt card has the highest provision cost?
Mashed
Vortex?
potatoes with thick.
That is Miss J.
Igni.
That is in fact Igni. It is 12 for Igni. Got a few of them with 11, and I believe one with 10. But the highest provision cost card with the title Geralt is in fact Geralt Igni. Congratulations, that's a good one. All right, here's one. We're gonna go to some cards that are not typically played, but I think that you guys are smart enough to figure this one out. Here we go. Which of these cards is not a relict? Dudu, Marilorn, or Ruin?
Men of Kedwin attack.
That is Quill.
Ruin.
That is in fact Ruin. It is Ruin. Dudu, relict. Marilorn, a relict. And Ruin, we don't know. Demon.
It's an insectoid, isn't it?
I think it's an insectoid.
He's something like that. If anybody in the chat knows what Ruin is,
it's a
but
it's a card. The answer is it's a card.
thank you. Yeah. Oh god, this reminds. Yesterday I was watching. I was with Alias, and she was opening boxes, and she was. It's a box of Magic cards that had, like that collects a whole bunch of sets from the past, every pack has a particular token card in it, like a token card kind of like this or whatever. And she asked, she's like, "Oh, I wonder what makes this token." And I said, "Wizards of the Coast." And she looks at me with this stupid look of like, "Get out of here."
Well, you're not wrong.
I wasn't. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
You're not.
All right, cool. Here we go. All right, next up, last question for this round. And I want to remind everyone in the chat, now get your exclamation point giveaway going on. Here we go. Once awakened, what is the strength of the Frightener?
Mashed potatoes with thick gravy. 12.
Whoa, he didn't even wait for me to acknowledge his existence.
Wow.
Yeah, Lord. He kicked down the door of the saloon and just fucking 6-shootered everyone. The piano player, the bartender, the guys playing cards, the waitress. Dear God almighty. Yes, it is 12. And while we mop up the massacre that you just, perpetrated, we'll figure this out. But it is, in fact, 12. So, yeah, Crozyr, you got this one on par. And I want to, before we go to the score recap and a little play-by-play from our friend Mark this, I do want to remind everybody that this round is brought to you by Team Rankstar. Team Rankstar, you can see them at teamrankstar.com. And our prize is this shirt that you see right over here. You can get this and look much better than I do in that thing. But regardless, that is the shirt that's up for grabs for one of our viewers out there. All you got to do is hit exclamation point giveaway. And after the score recap, we're going to go ahead and pick the winner for that. So let's make it happen, friends. Mark, why don't you recap the scores and see where we're at?
Absolutely. All right, let's go on over to our points and see what things look like. Here's the state of the game so far. We have MissLadyJay coming back to 0. She was in the negative space, but she brought it back to even because we're playing golf, so she brought it back to par. And QuillandLance coming in to second place with 3, and Crozyr with that final answer, like you said, coming in like a Wild West movie and getting his 7 points. But don't worry, folks, because round 2 is coming up. So this is your time to shine and identify some of these cards.
Absolutely. All right. So, Mark, let's kick it back to you and I, if you can, for a second, because we want to give away our prize from our sponsor, Team Rankstar. And so why don't we go ahead, Mark? How do you feeling so far about what we got going on here? Any early predictions? Any comeback stories that you want to start writing down?
Feeling good. I mean, Crozyr taking that commanding lead, but I do want to say that that always remember that round 3 is the makeup part, because you can't lose points in round 3. So just stick it out. If you're not gaining the points in these first few rounds, don't worry. You can't lose points in round 3, so you don't have to sweat it. So I'm looking forward to this round 2. We got some spicy ones for round 2. It's gonna be really good.
Damn straight. All right, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner for this round. And if you are a winner, I will say this. It is very important that you, if you are a winner, come join my Discord and send me a message in Discord with all your details, and we'll get that prize sent directly to your door. It's very important because people think that if they just get picked their name, that I have the psychotic powers or these...
Psychotic powers?
Oh, that too. That I have some type of, like, I'm a Jedi Master that I'll automatically know where they live and can send them things. So please, if you win, it's on you to join the Discord and message me with your address and stuff so that I can send you the prize. It's very important. All right, the winner is for this round. Shaky, I'm thinking. But either way, if you do win, friend, please reach out. Go ahead and click the link below the screen where it says Discord. Join the Discord. Send me a message. Or if that doesn't float your boat, just send me a whisper or a DM or something. Make it happen. All right, friends, let's go on.
Slide into Flake's DMs. That's how you do it. Just slide right in.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it. So the entries are back for next round. Yeah, we're totally ready.
All right. Let's rock and roll. Meet you on over back in the main stage, Flake. Round 2, here we go, as Crozyr breaks something right next to his computer.
No problem. He's just so angry. He just completely Clint Eastwood that cup or whatever the hell that plate he just threw down. Those Cheerios never stood a chance. All right. So round 2, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you none other than by Inked Playmats and Inked Gaming for your gaming needs, tabletop and PC gaming needs. All right, cool. Let's make it happen. This one's very simple. We're gonna keep an eye, contestants, on the screen share, because we have some cards that we want to show you. But the cards have been skewed. Something's missing. They've been off focus, a little shifted, zoomed in. You need to tell us what the card is. And Mark, I'm assuming that the sheet, the Excel spreadsheet is in the correct order.
It is.
Perfect.
We are ready to go.
Let's rock and roll. All right, friends, keep an eye on that one. Buzz in when you know what the card is. The first card is, what is this card?
I can't.
This screen is
if you can, so double click the screen share, make it as big as possible.
Attack?
Yes, Mr. QuillandLance.
Oh.
I don't know how to pronounce this card.
Yeah, that's already a good sign that you're probably.
A Hiraquax?
It is in fact Ihuaraquax, and I want to again just remind Twitch chat, if you want to avoid the 60-second ban hammer, please don't yell out the answer in chat until we let you know. Please, please, please. And this was a funny one because I when Mark and I make these happen, I was like, let's put a horse's ass on there, and that was and
this is what we came up with.
And he's like, you know what? That could be so many things. He's like, that could be like an ogre's bicep or something. Anyways, but it is in fact Ihuaraquax.
Funny enough, the reason because I couldn't pronounce that card for so long, I did call it unicorn ass. That's all I called it for.
Perfect.
Ihuaraquax.
Are you wrong? You're not wrong.
No.
It's totally some unicorn ass. All right, number 2. Here we go. What is this card?
Vortek.
That is MissLadyJay.
King of Beggars.
It is in fact King of Beggars. Definitely King of Beggars. And Mark didn't get that one when I submitted it. I was like, hey, Mark, what's this? He's like, an argument? I don't know.
An argument?
Weird. Yeah, is it an argument? Good stuff. All right, Lady J coming back onto the board. See, easy peasy. There's no problem with this. Ladies and gentlemen, I just also want to remind you, exclamation point giveaway, because we got a prize coming from Inked Gaming. So make sure that you're in on that. Exclamation point giveaway, get in on that. All right. Number 3. How many soldiers are operating the reinforced ballista?
Mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
Yes, friend.
2.
No.
Oh, no!
It is not 2. But there's not many more answers left on the board. So. Anybody want to take a guess at this one? Take a swipe at it?
I don't want to lose points again.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad because, you know, my buzzword, I should know this card, and
I would think so. As a
played this card more than anyone.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and toss this one out to Twitch chat in about 5 seconds here. But if you don't got it, 3, 2, 1. All right, Twitch chat. Twitch chat's gonna get this one, and no problem. Even though a lot of them were like, I also thought it was 2. It is not, in fact, 2. The answer, of course, is 3. There are 3 dudes operating it. You know, and then there's one guy way out in the background, like firing a cannon, but he doesn't count. He's on another division. He doesn't count. No problem there. All right, no problem. Hey,
that one was hard. Easy. That one was hard. Yeah.
That one was hard. They can't all be winners, man. They can't all be winners. No worries. All right, here's another one. Speaking of traps, what is hanging from the crushing trap?
Oh, mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
Yes, Crozyr.
That's a spider.
It is in fact a spider, and how he got there, who knows? And why? Does he own the trap? Is he part of the entire conspiracy? We don't know, but it is a spider hanging from the crushing trap. And in all the GWENT cards that Mark and I went through, there are a lot of the times the thing that is hanging is a person, which is not exactly the most, you know, amazing thing in the world. But at least this time it was a spider and not something more grotesque and scary. All right, cool. So that is points for Crozyr. Good stuff, my man. All right, next up.
Well,
what card is this? What card is this? What's this?
Mashed
What's
potatoes
this?
with thick gravy.
That is a very concerned and uncertain mashed
potatoes.
Yeah, I'm Ron Burgundy. Yeah.
I think it's Montage.
Ooh. And with that answer and not much certainty, you are absolutely incorrect, unfortunately. Sorry, man.
Man,
nice.
It looks similar though, I think.
attack?
Yeah. If you were leading an army, Quill, and that was your like
Men of Kedwin attack.
attack.
Don't make fun of my army, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, they're clearly not operating the ballistas. So. All right, Quill.
I'm gonna say harpy egg or
Oh, you gotta be specific here, because there's harpy and there's harpy egg.
harpy.
Ooh, nope.
Oh, no!
I forget what that card's even called. I don't know which one is which. So
We're close. We're close. We're almost there.
MissLadyJay,
All right,
want to take a stab at it?
She's like, I'm gonna shine.
She's holding on to those 2 points.
I know it's a monster card, but I don't know. I'm gonna.
It's all good. We're gonna toss this one off to Twitch chat. Twitch chat can figure this out, no problem, right? It's a giant foot next to some skulls. The skulls are there for scale. They're like bananas. You guys can probably figure this out. There we go. They got it. Look at that. Old spear tip asleep. It is in fact old spear tip asleep. Everybody got it. No problem. Amazing job. It's all good. There it is. Look at him. Look at him. It's no horse's ass. You see, if you put a horse's ass up there, Crozyr's like, oh, fucking. Just like
I know my horse asses.
I know my horse's asses. Got a Horaquack's ass tattooed on my ass, so it's an assception going on. All right. Next up, we'll get another one going on here. All right, what is missing from this card?
Vortec.
Yes, MissLadyJay.
A puppy.
It is a puppy, exactly. And you know what we were actually talking about?
What did I say? Who did I say would get that right?
Mark said if anybody's gonna get this right off the bat, it's gonna be MissLadyJay. And what I said, we actually had this discussion. Do we say dog or do we say puppy? Like, and we're just having, and I'm like, well, I thought it was a puppy, and Mark's like, it's a puppy. But I'm like, yeah, but we can't discriminate against age. So it's a dog, it's a puppy, it's a correct answer at the end of the day. So 2 points for MissLadyJay for that one right there. All right, here we go. Now, what is Duda Companion holding in his mouth?
Mashed
potatoes with thick gravy.
Yes, Crozyr.
A ring of keys.
It is in fact a ring of keys. Now, what do those keys open? Perhaps some type of giant cavern full of crackers for the bird? We don't know. We honestly don't know.
It's a key to Larry's heart.
It might actually be like the prison where they put the guy who made the Midwinter update. We don't know, it doesn't matter. That's what's hiding there. It is in fact a ring of keys. All right, before we get to our last question, friends, I do want to remind you again, exclamation point giveaway to enter the giveaway for a awesome prize from our lovely sponsors. Okay, here we go. Ready and rock and roll. Last one. Mark spelling it wrong on the game notes, but it's hilarious. It's all good. All right, here we go. What creature is above Yorvith's head?
Vortec.
Yes, MissLadyJay.
It's a squirrel.
Mm-hmm. It is in fact a little squirrely over there. Look at him. And I don't know what his intentions are, if he's seeking some nuts or something of that variety, but it is in fact a squirrel. And Marktheus writing something that looks more like Squirtle on the...
I'll remind you that I asked you, how do you spell squirrel? And that's how you spelled it to me.
That's not at all how I spelled it to you. That's not so bad.
Okay, we did this late at night, so...
Yeah, this was an 11th hour kind of production, but there we have it. And look at that. Look at that. We're closer than we thought we would be. But before we get to the recap, friends, last chance, exclamation point giveaway. If you already entered from the previous round, your name's still in the draw, so don't worry about it. But why don't we go and have a look at what Inked Gaming exactly does? Inked Gaming is a sponsor for this round, and they do some pretty solid, awesome stuff. Like, for instance, there we go. There's a mouse pad. That's a mouse pad for Team Rankstar, and that is my getup when I go to my local game store and sling some hocus pocus, some magic cards. That is my playmat, my binder, and my playmat holder. That's some cool stuff. So Inked Gaming is going to hook you up with a mouse pad if you guys win this round. But Mark, before we go pick a winner, why don't you show us what our winners are looking like? Absolutely.
Let's go over to our points here and see what the state of the game looks like. Actually, we're doing pretty well here. Everybody in the positives. QuillandLance coming into third place with 4 points. He took some risks around two. MissLadyJay, look at that. She went from last place going right into second place. From 0 to 6, MissLadyJay in second place. And Crozyr still with his lead at 9 points. Pretty commanding lead, but remember, folks, we have third round coming up, which is the famous drawing round. You can't lose any more points, so don't worry about it. This is the fun, creative part, so...
Alrighty, perfect stuff. Mark, come on back, buddy, because we got some chatting to do. Now, here's the fun part, Mark. This is where we get to round 3, where the actual real action and craziness occurs.
It sure is.
But it's not just about us picking the cards, right? There's also some little bit of audience participation that we can get to.
Absolutely.
Why don't you let us know what's going on?
Sure. So for round 3, we have 3 drawings that we have selected. So our contestants are going to attempt to emulate that card. We're going to show them the card. They're going to try to draw it. Now they can think outside the box with that, or they could just literally draw it the way it is. We've had some interesting things so far. If we like it, we're going to put it in our coffee table book that we're eventually going to publish.
Yes.
And at the end of our 3 cards that we've selected, you, the viewers, are going to tell us what the 4th card is that they're going to draw. So you're going to @Flake or @Marktheus and tell us what card you would like to see them draw, and we will pick the best of the bunch. We do a random drawing at the end of that. Flake writes them all down, and we pick the 4th one. So this is a really fun round, probably our most popular round, and we have a great time with it. A lot of laughs. So don't worry if you can't draw, guys. Nothing can get worse than stick figures. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, or Shinmiri's infamous 3-line combination.
That's right. His 3 lives, his signature. Yeah.
His 3 lanes, his 3 lines of play.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go ahead and pick a winner for the Inked Gaming Prize. And don't forget, there is going to be another prize round right after this. So here we go. Let's do this. Picking the winner right now. And the winner is Rob C24. Rob C24. Much
Rob!
better. Good old Rob. He's much better than the C20, the 23 other Robs.
Yeah,
that
he's
precede
the upgraded model. Yeah, he's the upgraded model.
Exactly. He's the latest. He's
On the 24th time, we nailed it.
They nailed it. They put Bluetooth and 4-wheel drive on him, and he's good to go.
Yep.
Perfect. So congratulations, Rob. You are the winner. So like the rule states, make sure that you enter the Discord. Send me a DM. Let me know that you won, and we'll go ahead and hook you up with those prizes. So cheers to you, friend. All right, let's kick it back, baby.
Let's rock and roll. Meet you on over back at the main stage, Flake, for our drawing round.
Beauty. All right, this is my favorite round, and I think it's the favorite round of most people out there as well. This is where you guys get to flex your creativity. It's not just about, what you can do with the marker. It's all about the narrative you create, the silliness that you could bring, because this is going to be a round that is determined by the voting of the viewers. So viewers, get ready, because this is where democracy shines. Okay, we're going to make sure that you guys get your say, and the winner of these drawings that we're going to be producing is based on your voting. So stay tuned. And again, exclamation point giveaway, because this round is brought to you by a small-time mom and pop shop called CDPR. What they do, we don't know. We think they make soups or something. They make moccasins.
They do have an elf soup, so they do make soups.
They do in fact have an elf soup.
And onion
You're
soup.
correct.
Yep.
So it's a small little thriving up-and-comer company called CDPR that is desperate for your attention. So they are sponsoring this round, so make sure that we're gonna get something for that. Okay, and like Mark said, @WatchFlake or @MarkTheus, if you have suggestions of cards that you want drawn. But friends, you know the rules, right? Are you guys ready? Pencils in hand, markers in hand. We were good to go? Perfect. All right. So the first card that we're gonna have you draw is Sabrina's Inferno. Sabrina's Inferno.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, she is freaking pissed. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it looks like she just came out of Target on Black Friday. Like it's absolute bedlam.
And she
It's
found it.
nuts.
I got it.
Yeah, I got the USB key and I saved $4. It's amazing. And again, I am writing down your suggestions, folks. And there are some good ones. Arrakis Queen, I like. That's a good one. It's just basically a meatball with legs. No problem.
Now, something we forgot to note here, Quill, actually very good artist, so he has a little bit of an upper hand here.
He does, in fact. The thing about it is that it's not just about the accuracy of the card. It's about the creativity around it, the narrative. I mean, we've had some people that have sort of come out of nowhere and beat some very artistic and accurate drawings just based on the fact that they're silly or they have some memes attached to them or something, like some craziness. But yeah, once again, so Mark, if I was going to, say what are the typical cards that get asked every single time to be drawn?
Oh boy. Well, premium vests can be.
Premium vests can be. Anything with boobs.
Call of the Forest.
Yeah.
Anything with boobs, really. Anything genitalia related is usually suggested right away.
Man, you think you'd grow out of it, but you don't.
You never do. You just never do.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I am, I'm writing down your suggestions here. They're not going to waste, man. I'm writing them down. I got Arrakis Queen Maruna, Vittlin, Trettenworth, Ruin. There's a lot of people that are giving some good answers here. And while we give our contestants another 15-20 seconds to sort of get the final details out there, we'll make it happen.
Oh, there's a good one. Like Barnabas. That's one we've never had somebody suggest.
Barnabas? I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's the gnome.
Yeah.
Barnabas.
I got gnome downstream because someone played that card.
You got
I
gnomed.
got gnomed.
You got
I
gnomed.
got. It sounds getting gnomed sounds like something a bunch of college frat boys do. Like they like put like some beer called gnome like in like a hidden place. It's like, oh, I just got gnomed.
That's why Dr. Gur's not here this morning, because he got gnomed last night.
Oh, he got totally freaking gnomed last night. Dude, I got gnomed last night. It was just out of control. A bunch of elves showed up and gave me some magic brew. Totally freaking gnomed. Totally. Totally gnomed. All right. Well, I got Dragon's Dream. That's a nice one.
Dragon's Dream's good, yeah.
And of course, I'm putting Premium Vest on here just because at some
God.
point we're gonna have to do it.
Oh,
We were saving Premium Vest as like the Christmas episode as a gift to you guys.
Yeah.
But,
We're gonna bring Ryan back and put Cambia on the list again.
yeah, we'll bring Ryan Gotrick back so he could draw penises everywhere like he did last time.
Yeah.
Dear God Almighty. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Yeah, 5 seconds till pencils down. So get your last little bits here, and then we're gonna go ahead and.
I
Don't
will
forget
say
that-
this round inspired. I'm sorry, I cut you off there. This round inspired McBeard to actually start doing drawing. He actually did a full that day that we had that Gwent
Yeah,
was
he
actually
did.
offline for a whole day. He did an arted stream and just drew like Gwent cards. It was really cool.
He did, and I was watching that stream, and it was actually really inspiring to see because he was very. It's a different kind of approach to streaming, and for him, like he's talented on many levels, but his drawing is very creative as well. He was an artist before he became a streamer, right? So
Right,
it's really
yeah.
cool to see him, do that. So if any of you 3 contestants want to take a different, shot at streaming, by all means, start making we'll make a comic web series about Gwent. It'll be amazing. Okay, all right. So why don't we go one by one, Mark?
Let's do
Why
it.
don't you bring him in?
All right, let's start with our player 1 here, Quill. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a good fast drawer, and I stick with portraits for a reason.
So, and the camera's like reversed a little bit though, but
It's okay. We can
Yeah.
figure it out.
Are you reversed? I could flip that if you.
Live television,
There we go.
ladies and gentlemen.
that's fine.
We flip things on their ass.
We do.
And show horses' asses too.
All right, looking good.
All right. Okay, you want to give us a little bit of a background here? You want to talk about it a little bit? Come on, you want to sell it. You're trying to sell this painting to our beautiful viewers.
Honestly, so
Sold.
Well, I'm sold.
the type of work I do in my art for the most part lately, because like I've been kind of a creative rut, is I just draw from either from memory what the exact thing I think it was, or I look at references. So that's my main skill right now, and I try to just get the general shape of her from memory, and I was never really that great at these 30-second 1-minute drawings that we did in school.
Well, that's not so bad. I mean, you go for the general shape of things, whereas other contestants go for the genital shape of things. So, so that's not a bad thing at all.
That was a
So-
good setup for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of, you definitely lobbed that one in. All right, well, that's awesome stuff, my man. Quill going for the ultra artistic one. Good for you, my man. All right, next up, what do we got?
Ooh.
Can you see it?
You
yeah,
didn't
just
want to
gotta
move
put it
to.
in
There you
frame
go.
there. Ooh.
Nice. That's pretty
I
good.
like how she's standing on some type of pizza.
It looks like she's on a golf course with the flag there.
Yeah, it does.
Par 3.
Oh god. No, hold it up. Come on, Lady J. We want to
Oh,
sell that painting. Talk about it. Like we're here. We're the like you're trying to sell this to the audience here. We got so many people out there who want to make sure that this is what they want to invest in. Tell us about it.
I don't know. It's just a quick sketch.
All right.
Sold.
So I will say this: there is an ode to Shinmiri's 3 lines there, because there's a lot of triple lines going in. Everything's on
Oh, yeah.
fire, and apparently, that looks like she's at Mar-a-Lago on the 18th hole, and her score isn't all that fantastic. But there we go. That is Lady J's rendition of Sabrina's Inferno. We got one more to go. The Potato Man himself. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So guys, you know how well I can draw if you've seen me play Scribble. I really wanted to go for the detail here. That was important to me when I drew this. So the one thing that's a bit different maybe is how, if you take a look at this, how thick Sabrina might be.
Oh damn! On, back it up a bit here. Yeah, get all
Wow.
of her.
She's been eating the Oreos, huh? She's been pounding the Oreos away.
God damn, son. Ooh,
Just say that
man.
maybe 1 or 2 potatoes too many.
Oh, apparently.
I was expecting a potato on her staff.
What's
Look at
the
her.
what's in the speech bubble there at the?
So the speech bubble says, "Please help."
Oh man, and I love how like her measurements are literally like 36, 36, 36. Man, she is just a fucking rod of just pure thickness.
A rod.
Oh my god, what absolute unit! Look at that. Not to mention, her neck is.
She's
as
a
big as
linebacker.
her neck needs a belt. Like that is enormous. That's insane. All right. Okay. Well, that's a unique one right over there. All right. Well, on that note, why don't we go to the voting? The voting is open, friends. If you want to vote for our contestants, hold up your drawings, friends. Let's sell them one more time. Exclamation point vote space 1 to vote for QuillandLance. Exclamation point vote space 2 to vote for MissLadyJay. And exclamation point vote space 3 to vote for the thickest of thickness right there. So we have the nice, ultra artistic, realistic QuillandLance version. We have the MissLadyJay playing golf on a bagel, and then we have I stole that from chat. I saw the why is she playing golf on a bagel, and I had to take that one. That was awesome. And I also have the then we have the absolute unit version of like she is one hell of a dense heavenly body right there. My God,
Dense.
oh, absolutely. Dear God Almighty, the gravity coming off of her. Okay, so, all right, friends, we're gonna wrap up the voting in about 5 seconds, so make sure you do that. And don't forget exclamation point giveaway if you haven't already, because we got some prizes to give away from CD Projekt Red as well. All right, friends, the voting is now closed, and with a commanding yet still insurmountable, it's still not too impressive lead, but it's a pretty good one. It's Crozyr with 20 votes. 20 votes for Crozyr, and the lady thickness that she drew right there, the Inferno. So good stuff there. All right, friends. Again, we do have room for one of your suggestions, which I've written down over here. So don't forget to at myself or Watchflake or at Mark Theus in the chat with your suggestion of cards you want to see drawn. But we're gonna go into the next one, friends. And this one's gonna be totally awesome. Are you ready to draw Mahakamail, the thing that totally ruined Dr. Gurr?
Yes.
Absolutely. Just completely eviscerated Dr. Gurr. This is a pretty simple one. There's a lot of action going on. I've been
one of my favorite premium cards, actually. It looks very inviting.
Yeah, well, you mark, like the architect of the drunk Bahukis deck of old. That so I'm sure that you've seen Rip.
Press S for respect for old drunk Bahukis.
Press F for respect on that one, but feels good. Feels good. Lots of great suggestions coming in. I've got Arrakis Queen, Maruna, Ruin, Barnabas, Dragon's Dream, Kian, the doggo, apparently. Which doggo are we talking about? The frost doggo?
The puppy.
The puppy. The puppy. All right,
puppy.
well, I don't ask questions.
No one ever suggests like no one ever suggests like
got right.
Oh, that card. Oh, that card. Yeah.
Oh, right. Count Caldwell, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just, if you want, we can always just take a picture of Lady J's cute puppy, and we can all take.
Everyone draw that. Draw the corgi.
Yeah. To be fair, though, the Sabrina's Inferno that Crozyr drew kind of looks like a corgi in terms of its thickness, like stubbiness.
A little bit.
Yeah. Regardless, feels good, man. All right, Mark, how you feeling so far?
Feeling good. Crozyr taking a commanding lead here with his last points he got. Just running away with it here. Just running away with the lead.
It's still anyone's game except for Quill. It's still absolutely anyone's game except for Quill. But it's not a big deal because I want to show everybody out there, because the prizes that we've been giving away to our audience, they're all fantastic and well. But people are wondering, what's the motivation of our contestants to be here on stage competing, Mark? Is there a prize we're giving them, Mark? Do you want to hype up some type of big prize that...
They get a brand new 2019 Absolutely Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. There
It's
it is,
beautiful.
ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely nothing. And this absolutely nothing comes with a 100,000 kilometer warranty, as well as a 10-year money-back guarantee, friends. If your nothing happens to be something, we will refund twice your money back. 100%. Don't even worry about it. And wait, that's not all. Because the nothing that we're giving our contestants is also being given away to absolutely everyone in the audience. Everyone out there who's watching this is getting nothing, and it's amazing. Well, there's some who are gonna get something, but I just want to make sure that I can hype up.
Well, hey, I'm gonna lose, so they're gonna get a firm handshake. So how is that?
That's right. That's
the
something.
Firm handshake, the absolute firm handshake. But wait, that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. You'll also get the take-home chamois. Woo! All right, cool. All right, yeah. So 10 seconds we'll give to our wonderful contestants. Get the last...
I could go for
Little-
some Mahaka Mail after this trivia show.
Well, that's up to you, my friend. Just make sure that you can get here in 2 weeks for the next episode. Don't go too hard. We feel bad. Our poor Dr. Gurr had a little bit of a health issue that he could not recover from. So we wish him well. But in the meantime, we did get the potato master himself, Crozyr, who said, you know what? I'm going to come in and I'm going to crush like these mashed potatoes. I'm going to mash. So it feels good. All right. All right, friends. Pencils down. Pencils down. Hey, don't make me, you know, do something that is nothing really. I can't threaten you guys.
That was one of those sentences you started and you just didn't know where you were going with it.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know where I was going with it.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
All right.
Do I look intimidating to you? I'm wearing a Han Solo shirt and I have the thickest glasses in this side of the hemisphere. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Quill, hit it, buddy.
All right. So I added a little something to it. I added a little bald dwarf boy sitting behind the beer,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and
Oh yeah, I see him there. Perfect. And that beer is flowing and.
the dwarf is best to scale, by the way. He's actually smaller than the bear.
I was gonna say, because I want to know how much that beer costs and where I can also get one. Because if there's a beer that I can not only drink but also sit in on a hot day, sounds good to me. That looks amazing. But Quill, do you have a particular beer or beverage that you're quite fond of?
Oh, I know you're Canadian, but like Spotted Cow is like one of Wisconsin's like most popular beers.
I have a friend in Wisconsin that I visit at every now and then, and I've had Spotted Cow actually.
It's
I'm a
great.
fan. It is great.
Spotted Cow, or just any kind of run-of-the-mill Hefeweiss is probably my favorites.
Feels good. Feels good. Alrighty, Lady J, what have you brought forth for us? Hey, see now there's the accuracy because we do have the multiple beers, the action shot of the beers. I like it. Look at that, and then you have the action lines, like the impact of the pour. That's pretty good.
The pour impact. That's a bartender term. The pour impact.
The pour impact. As a bartender myself for 5 years, and I believe that Mark this as well has some experience in this. That is probably the worst way to pour beer, right there.
It absolutely is.
Number one, stacking them on top of each other and then pouring it from like 10 yards away is probably not the best way to pour beer. Regardless, more beer is better than less beer. Any inspiration for this
I don't
one?
even like beer.
Okay,
there you go.
we have it. She's like, this is how I serve beer because I hate it. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, what do you drink, Lady J? What's your favorite drink?
Mostly shots and cocktails.
Ooh,
Hey,
she's a
there we
shots
go.
girl.
I was gonna say, and all right, well, there's a classy answer, and let's go down to Crozyr, whose favorite drink is warm milk, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I mean, you got yourself a German here onto the screen, right? So it's
See
like,
that's true.
I
That's
feel
true.
like responsible to really deliver here and do my best. So what happened was, I started off with the first beer, and then I thought I wasn't enough.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of them.
Went and added some more beer. You know the little circle around it. I was trying to imitate the glow, but I have no idea about how you make art happen. So it's just.
I don't know how to make art happen.
And most importantly, I realized if I get a bit closer here, over there, I accidentally added something. Like I really did this on accident. It kind of looks like a trigger. So I thought this is kind of how do I have to turn it? It's kind of like the Mahakam rocket launcher instead.
Oh my god.
Oh my,
They
it
look
does.
like candles.
Yeah, dear God. Take it. It gives a new meaning to shotgunning a beer. Dear God.
So yeah.
Holy Moses.
Wow,
All
could
right,
you
well, that's-
imagine a beer shotgun? Oh my.
I can imagine it, and TM, copyright and all that other stuff. Well, thank you so much, Crozyr. Crozyr essentially has given a great artistic rendition of what I did in college every Friday, which is 1 beer or 8 beers, all of which are good. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I am opening the voting now, friends. So go ahead and make it happen. ! Vote space 1 for QuillandLance! Vote space 2 for MissLadyJay! And ! Vote space 3 for the man from Germany who I mistakenly thought drink is a 2% milkman, but when in reality he's skim all the way, ladies and gentlemen. Total skim job right there. No worries.
Skim job.
I will say this though. German beer is fucking fantastic, and I will drop the first F-bomb of the show to drive that point home. German beer is delicious. Crozyr, I would never doubt your knowledge of a good beer. But then again, QuillandLance comes in and said, have you had Spotted Cow? And I have had Spotted Cow, and it is a great beer. So I have tons of respect for you two gentlemen. And MissLadyJay's like, I don't drink beer. I don't
like the taste.
It's shots for me, mofos, and it's no problem there. All right, so it's a very exceptionally close vote, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's currently tied, so you guys got to put it in there. Exclamation point vote space 1 for Quill. Exclamation point vote space 2 for MissLadyJay. And exclamation point vote space 3 for Crozyr. We're gonna close the voting in 10 seconds, which is time.
Close it up, hold it up again if you can, so chat can. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
And I will remind you, this is a good time to let everyone know that exclamation point giveaway also puts you into the giveaway at the end of the round. And if you want your card to be drawn at the end of the game, which is in one more round from now, then at WatchFlaker, at Mark these in chat and let us know what you want to do. All right, cool. So that's it. It's done. It's over. And this has been the absolute closest vote that we have ever had. Quill takes it with 14 votes, Crozyr with 13, and MissLadyJay with 12.
Wow.
Like, it was literally all over the place. Congratulations to Quill and Lance for winning that one. But we've got more game to play, friends. Lots more game to play. So we're going to clear the votes and go to the next card. The next card, simple one. All you need to know is how to draw rocks, ladies and gentlemen, because it's Rock Barrage. Rock Barrage is inbound. And I think that Crozyr might have an advantage here, given the fact that that looks like a humongous potato coming right out of that face. And the guy is just not ready to peel it. He's like, my knife's not big enough. It's just not happening. Rock Barrage, friends.
We're gonna need a bigger peeler.
Oh yeah, like that's just the worst thing ever. Looks like that. That's what happens when the spear tip asleep becomes awake and says, "Fuck this rock," and says, "Just not having it."
Now, if you haven't noticed, we've gotten all spells here today. We got all special spell cards for, well, not really spells, but all special cards for our drawings.
Mm-hmm. And do you know why, Mark?
Because we're special.
We have special guests.
We have special guests. That's right.
And wait, and they rock.
Yeah,
they rock.
They rock our barrage.
They rock, absolutely. And I'm trying to think of the other ones we did. And we raise our glass to them, and they're on fire.
And they're on fire.
With a Sabrina's Inferno. All right, I'm done. All right, the cringe is over. That is it. We have reached our cringe quota, ladies and gentlemen.
Cringe quota satisfied.
Cringe quota done. Perfect. We've reached it. Ding, ding, ding. Cringe quota achieved. There's an achievement, by the way. I don't know if you know about it, but in Gwent, there is a cringe quota achievement. I have reached it essentially every day that I've ever streamed, so it's great.
There should be a achievement in Gwent for watching Gwent trivia.
There should be an achievement in Gwent for watching Gwent trivia. So here's what I need you guys to do.
Everyone annoy Burza with it.
Exactly. Remember how myself and Markius were super generous and we gave each and every one of you a brand new 2019 nothing? If you want 2 nothings, double the nothing, just make sure that you at Pavel Burza and at PlayGwent and say, we want PlayGwent trivia achievements in Gwent. We want that to happen. We want that to, just go ahead and make sure that as they're continuously getting bombarded with other nonsense, that this is on top of all
right,
that.
Add it to the nonsense. Might as well add to the noise, right?
Yeah, just shovel the nonsense on there. Just more nonsense. That's what you got to do. All right. We're going to give 20 more seconds to get the last dotted I's and crossed T's on their
now, Flake,
drawing.
I already know the answer, but since we talked about it with the last card, what is your favorite ale?
Ooh, that's a good one. Now, I tend to go sort of bounce around in terms of favorite beers, but my first beer that I ever you want an embarrassing story, a true
of course we do
story?
Of course.
Okay, so in college, when I first got into college, when I was like 18 or 19 or whatever, I wasn't a big beer fan. All my other friends were big beer fans. I was not. I did not like beer. So I used to go to there's a pub that was outside of my college that it was like student night on Friday nights, where a pitcher of beer was like $7 or something like that. So we'd all go there, and it was always a crazy shit show of just like ridiculousness. But I personally was not a big fan of beer. So I used to go to the bartender who knew me, and he knew that I would order vodka orange juices, and he would put them in these red plastic cups that they'd serve beer in, but he'd put it in that, so it looked like I had beer, and I'd walk around with that and be like, "Yeah, beer party, bitches!" And eventually, my friend thought highly enough of me that he allowed me to try various beers until I found one I liked. And the very first beer that I ever enjoyed was Newcastle. Newcastle Ale.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
It is a good one. And from there, that became Stella Artois, which became like Alexander Keith's Pale Ale, which is from Nova Scotia. And then I've gone on a sort of a crazy trip from that point of drinking a lot of craft brews and microbrews. Loved it that
I've
way.
heard owls are good.
I didn't like
yeah,
I
there's-
didn't like beer at first either. So
Hey, that's what happens when you start drinking it at 4 years old, Mark. You
That's right.
sick fuck.
you know, yeah. Well, you got to get started at some point.
Exactly. You gotta get your years of experience in early, right?
That's right.
I mean, I started in bars too.
Yeah. That's
At 4 years old.
Well, honestly, my parents were probably bringing me to bars at 4 years old. I mean, it's Wisconsin. I mean, that's one of the few states where you can do that in
Yeah.
the U.S.
it's true.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Like
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
people think that McDonald's was the first place to have like playgrounds in their own restaurants, when in reality
It was
it was
Wisconsin
the Irish
bars.
pubs.
That's
It
right,
was
the Irish bars in
Wisconsin. Yeah, it's like go jump in the ball pit next to Big Earl and the vomit. Yeah, no problem.
We have a ball pit filled with bottle caps.
So I drove through a city with like maybe 100 people with a population in it. They had like 3 bars.
Oh yeah,
Not even kidding. Like,
let's see this way. Because once you get kicked out of a bar for 4 months, you got to go to the next one.
yeah, they gotta
Right,
have.
or start your own.
Yeah. All right, friends. Pencils down on this one. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. And last chance, friends. Last chance in chat to go at WatchFlake or at MarkTheus and give us your suggestions for the card to draw. So let's go. MarkTheus, bring them in, baby.
Here we go. Quill, what you got?
So I want to do something to get, back at Twitch chat for a couple of song request days. And streamer doesn't always get the chance to do this, but you guys have been gnomed. He's flying in on his rock barrage.
He's getting gnomed. Oh, you got gnomed, bro. Oh,
yeah, but
man.
he's flying in on his rocks. He decided to hitch a ride on the rock barrage. He
Ooh,
kind
I
of
like
came
it.
on in.
I like it.
Get gnomed.
right.
That's gonna be a new term.
Get gnomed. Hell yeah. One of the bars in Wisconsin, the 3 bars that Quill was talking about, was called the Gnome.
The gnome.
There's the Gnome. I got kicked out of the Gnome last night. Oh, what'd you do?
the gnome dome.
Yeah, I got totally gnomed off Gnome Dome. All right. We're done with the gnome thing. Last time it was Joe Pesci jokes, now it's gnome jokes. When in
Yeah.
reality, they're probably the same thing. All right. Lady J,
Here we
what
go.
do we got there?
Down
oh,
a little.
damn.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
And she put the
but
provision
provision
cost in there too.
Hey.
That's special.
Oh, yeah. Now, that potato does look pretty nice and baked, which is really good.
Yeah, it's thick.
That's,
It is
massive,
thick.
yeah.
And the sword is ready to go. And he's ready to peel that mofo right there. It's all on. I like it. Okay, I'm digging it. He's got his belt on for security of his pants. Now the provision cost looked good. Now, unfortunately, like again, live TV, it's kind of like mirrored on there. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But when it looks from the mirrored angle, it looks like a gas can. Like he's ready to light that mofo.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was actually at first. I thought it was a gas can.
Oh.
There we go.
There we
flipped it.
go. Mark fixed it.
Fixed
We're
it.
good. Perfect. All right, Miss Lady J with the big potato coming in at full speed. All right, Mr. Crozyr.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not cheating when I do it this way, right? When I do it like.
A
he's
3D
using-
card.
He's using, he's doing, that's the premium version of,
Yeah,
that's definitely the premium version. Perfect. Yeah, see,
I
you
was
got,
teasing.
I like it. He had to transmute the actual drawing to get the full potato version, which is great. Now, I want to ask you a question. The guy that's throwing the rock, why does he also look like Danny DeVito? Can
And
I ask you
where
that?
are his pants? Where are his pants?
Yeah, where are his pants, and why does he look like Danny DeVito, and why is the little kid next to him doing the inflatable tube man dance? That is the best. Oh my god, that is so good.
I don't remember that in the card.
Yeah, I love it. All right,
Okay.
so tell us more about this. I want to hear all the narrative behind this scene.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I look at the card, like through the screen share, it looked to me, like, I never realized this as if there is actually somebody throwing them in the back. And first I just assumed it has to be rock trolls. So I tried to draw like little rock trolls there.
Okay.
And so the other one is a bit further in the back. That's way smaller. It's all called perspective, guys. You've got no idea about art. So
Yeah.
kid. No, just kidding.
It's pretty solid, and you can see also at the same time that Danny DeVito is holding his rum ham, which is very important. He is holding the rum ham, the very precious rum ham. Okay, well that is pretty sweet. It looks like a chocolate chip cookie and a flying carrot, but it's all good because rum ham. And I like the fact that he's got that like douchebag goatee going on,
Yes.
like, that thin pencil goatee. All right, I'm in, man. I'm sold on this one. But it's not me you gotta convince. It's gotta be the audience. So we're gonna open up the voting right now, friends. Exclamation point vote space 1 for QuillandLance. Exclamation point vote space 2 rather for MissLadyJay, and exclamation point vote space 3 for Crozyr, who brought us not only the premium version of the drawing, but also the Danny DeVito likeness, which is amazing. Oh my god, we need some of these. Yeah, show the pictures, hold them up, friends. We need to see some of this. We need these. We need to actually collect all the hard copies of this, Mark.
Absolutely.
For our, can you please tell us about our side hustle that we got going on, this book business
Yeah,
that we're going to be?
we're planning on making a coffee table book of Gwent trivia drawings, the coffee table book.
Yes. So
and
we do.
all these great drawings.
We do ask that everybody out there in chat land, or sorry, all three contestants, that don't throw out these pictures. Don't toss them in the trash, because at some point I might actually like pay you to mail them to me, because I want to make a book about this or something, because I think that all these drawings are absolutely brilliant.
They are.
And it's super important. All right, we're gonna
my
keep.
GWENT notebook.
Oh well, Gary, you can keep it.
Man, make a photocopy.
photocopy.
Make a photocopy, yeah.
Yeah. All right, friends. So we're closing the voting in about 2 seconds. I think this one's a landslide, pun intended.
Uh-huh.
The winner by twice as many votes as anyone else is MissLadyJay.
Pause.
MissLadyJay coming on in just to tell QuillandLance to go suck it hard, that she wins, she's up ahead. But can anyone catch Crozyr? The answer, of course, is we'll see, when in reality it's no. But it doesn't matter. In reality, it's no. But the best part about this, friends, is that if you hit exclamation point giveaway, we're going to give you a prize to one lucky person. But now is the time, friends. We have collected all your amazing options here. And Mr. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 numbers. And
Okay.
Let me see. I'm going to count. I'm going to put a random number on one of them. And then we're going to count downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Mark, give me a random
Yes.
number from 1 to 8.
Today I feel like a 4, so we're gonna go with a 4.
All right, so
I don't
1
personally
is
feel like a
there.
4, let's just be
So
real.
1, 2, 3, boom, 4. Pavko Gale, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
that's a good one.
Pavko
Can I just switch to my
Gale.
notebook and do the one I've already drawn?
The answer
That is.
is you.
Can we
I
get
mean,
a picture up?
if you just do this, Quill, and you're like, "La, la, 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 la," and there's like markers flying everywhere, and then you show up with like an actual oil on canvas painting.
Can I just show you the one I did of him earlier? It's not gonna obviously count or anything, but
All right, if you want, hey,
Let's see it.
no, I'm not gonna cheat. But this was
Hash-
the one we did of kind of like Pavko Gale, but it was him Berza
Whoa.
after Midwinter Patch. He's like
That
8
doesn't
years
count.
old now.
Yeah, that would.
Hashtag Reddit self promotion. Get you banned.
No, I apologize. I just wanted to.
I'm joking, man. That is awesome, but that one doesn't count. That one doesn't count.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna.
So basically, this turns into Draw Berza, and if there are no hearts surrounding that, I will actually just disqualify you from all further episodes.
Okay.
Wow, harsh.
The man is like a brother to me. We both drank disgusting beer together. It was awesome.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I remember that day. So it was at the end of once Challenger 4 wrapped up, and he comes to me and he's like, Flake, I want to talk to you. He's like,
Was he drunk?
Well, we're on the way to
Okay.
that. But he's
Are we
like,
supposed to start? Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was.
Waiting for the picture.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
So,
Just
well,
gonna
we don't
Google
have
it.
it.
We don't have that. It's a voted one, so you guys have to
Yeah.
pull that one up.
So,
Oh, we're supposed to be drawing from reference.
yeah, it's
Oh.
easy. Just look at Berza.
Well, no, I was just drawing from memory.
Add 10 pounds. So he's like, Flake, I have a beer that I think you would like. And I'm like, okay. He's like, now, and the best part about it is the way he explains, he's like, everyone thinks this beer is awful, but I love it. And he's like, and I had such a good time with you that I want to share one of my 2 beers with you. And I said, oh my God. He's like, I'm like, wow, I'm so honored. He's like, now everybody is going to see you with this beer and think that you're some type of homeless man, but it's the best beer ever. He's like, I like it. and it was called Królewskie. It's like a Polish. It's like the equivalent of, I guess it's like Polish PBR or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, so we had it, and it was really nice because him and I kind of just hung out for like 10-15 minutes drinking this beer, which I would probably equate to a warm bowl of elephant piss, but it was the love behind the beer that made it awesome. So yeah, that was my.
Some people are into that. Some people are into warm elephant piss, you know?
Yeah. Hey, man. Either you like warm elephant piss or you go to Russia and have hookers pee on a bed.
Wow, we made it political. All right.
I had to make it political. That's how we're going to do it.
Quill and I are very upset with your joke.
Are you really?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, come fight me, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Don't fight me. I will lose. And I will probably cry. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. All right, so that is what we're doing. Mark.
Yes.
Another good episode so far.
I think so. Let's go. Let's talk for a second, shall we? Since they're drawing from memory here, we don't need to.
Yeah, we want to make sure that our contestants have a good shot at doing this, and take their time because they're representing the man himself, the Burza. The
Burrs, if you will, the Burrs, as I'm calling them.
So I gotta ask you.
Yes.
Given your current outfit, my condolences because apparently you just.
This is actually great for a funeral. That's what you're gonna make the joke of. Yeah, and it's great for a funeral.
I was. Now, were you serving drinks there, or were you?
If I had my white suspenders on with this, it would look like I'm a bartender.
No, but it's sweet. So now you do tell me that you have like that Lady Marthias bought you kind of like a whole.
She sure did. I'll show you. I have this box of bow ties. Now,
do you want to spoil them, or are we doing a new one every time?
I'm doing a new one every time, but I'll quickly show you the box of bow ties. Now that's stuffed to the brim with bow ties, by the way. I have about like 15 bow ties in there, plus another 3 that I own on my own. So we got we got plenty of bow ties. A new bow tie for every episode. Basically, that's how that's going. Which
is awesome, and a lot of people don't know that Mark actually moonlights as a ventriloquist dummy. He has, yeah, he is the best at throwing his voice.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, shall we put some pressure on our wonderful contestants?
We should. Are they ready, or do we need some more time?
No.
A few more minutes.
Has that ever mattered?
A few more minutes. Let's give him a few more minutes. Let's give him a few more minutes.
All right, that's cool. We can make that happen. That can happen. Mark, what's going on with the Gwent meta right now? How are you enjoying yourself?
Well, Big Woody's been a big problem, but other than that, it's going.
Never had to say that in my life.
Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of ethnies anymore though, so that's probably a good thing. That kind of went away.
Absolutely.
I'll be interested to see what they have planned for 2019. Hopefully, some new cards, maybe another expansion. That'd be good.
No,
I definitely think we need some more cards. I definitely feel like we need more.
It's feeling like it's gonna, it's getting, I don't want to say stale. Stale's not the right word, but it just feels like in that 6-month span where people were kind of grasping at straws in order to make something new and exciting with all the Gwent cards. Like, you need an injection of new content, which is probably going to be, if I had to guess, I'll say that there's going to be some new cards coming in probably at the end of January, early February.
Sure.
I don't know that. I honestly don't know.
We don't know for sure.
Don't clip that.
We're just speculating.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no ins. Nobody at CDPR talks to me or likes me. It doesn't matter. In fact, they give me terrible beer to drink with them as a joke, as they sit in the corner and laugh. But regardless, more cards is what's probably needed, in my opinion. And you're correct, Mark. Definitely.
It's probably my most worst drawing, yeah.
Oh, those are the best ones, yeah.
Those are the good ones.
That makes me excited. All right.
Alrighty then, Mark. Fire it up, buddy.
Are we ready? Let's go over to Quill. Let's see if he's ready to rock and roll. What do you got, man?
Quill, if you put up that painting that you drew from the other night, that you started with, I will totally call you out on it.
Oh no, it's like how I'd started though, somewhat.
Oh dear goodness. So there we go.
And then I got a little heart for the arrow.
Nice. I like it.
Around it, so I don't get banned.
I like it. Now, I will say this. That is the face he made when he had to announce the homecoming freeze. That is definitely the face he made where he's like, well, no new content for 6 months. And then it's just like, that's his face at Twitter, looking at Twitter. Like, oh, God damn it. Okay, well, we have midwinter patch. We have homecoming announcement freeze Berja. Perfect, no problem. Let's move on to the wonderful MissLadyJay. Hey,
nice.
Now.
With a leak.
Yeah, man, that's definitely a happier one.
That's not too bad, actually.
No, man, that's pretty solid. The leak arrows, like he's firing the leaks right at your face. Is there like
Yeah.
any inspiration here? Any kind of like, you know, background story? His dark hair, it looks like he's got shoe polish on his hair.
The marker was too thick.
Perfect. No worries. See, a lot of people spend a lot of time at the salon dyeing their hair. When just one Sharpie will get the job done, no problem.
This is
Alright.
before. This is non-cycling buzzer.
Yes, that's
Non-cycling.
not cycling version.
Okay, no problem. He might actually be firing arrows at some guy who stole his bike. We have to.
That's actually what his hair looked like before he started with CDPR and it started doing it.
And then it just went white. It's like after, so if you get white hair from stress, after the point it goes blonde for ultra stress, which is what happened to him. Totally.
So he goes Super
Alright.
Saiyan?
Yeah.
He had to do he goes Super Saiyan all the time to deal with Reddit and us.
Makes
God, what are you
sense.
talking about? Reddit is a nice hub. Of
It's a
research
blessing.
that they-
This was before midwinter stress.
Okay, that's good. The smile on his face, everything's good. That's when they announce, "Hey, you want to be a card? Everything's going well," and he's like, "Yeah, man." And then things. Okay, cool. Crozier.
So yeah, it started out like this. Wait, like this, right? And then I thought I was missing something. It didn't have enough leaks, and then because I couldn't draw legs, I decided to make Berger.
What the hell? He is a leak.
Oh. Is
You-
he elite?
He's actually a
Is
leak.
he Are those
Berger
leaks?
said-
Or
Yeah, that's a leak.
okay, because he kind of looks like what would happen if he became a mermaid. Oh
No,
man.
this is Berger turning into a leak.
Leak made.
Okay,
A
I'm gonna give
merleak.
you. I'm gonna give you some actual street cred points for the way that you revealed that, because that was epic in itself. Like, way to make use of the camera frame. That was dear God. That
It's like how
itself.
Versa would do it.
Oh,
Too
totally.
long.
I will say this: that kind of reveal was a better plot twist than any of M. Night Shyamalan's last 10 movies. So, congratulations to you. You're already better than The Woods or whatever the fuck that movie was.
The
Okay.
Happening?
The Happening was another one, but my boy Marky Mark's in that movie, so I can't hate on it. All right, well there we have it, friendos. We're gonna open the voting right now. You know how to do it. You've done it before. ! Vote space 1 for QuillandLance's sad Berja face. We've got MissLadyJay pre-winter update. Happy Berja, and then we have the Berza auditioning for the live remake of The Little Mermaid over there. With his bow and arrow. It's actually a Robin Hood version, which is an interesting one.
Look
But
at
you
these
guys know how to
leaks.
vote.
Aren't they neat?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh dear God. Kiss the girl. That's all I gotta say. Okay, perfect. Man, I love Sebastian the Jamaican crab. What an awesome dude.
Why is he Jamaican? I've always wondered that. Like, they're
Why
not in the
can't he
Caribbean.
be?
Why they're in
Doesn't
Spain? They're off the coast of Spain. Why is he like
Doesn't matter. He's a fucking crab. If a current takes him and you think he's got any chance, let's let the guy, poor guy's been displaced by waves, and let him enjoy his fucking life, okay?
All right,
All right.
jeez.
I'm sorry.
Very passionate about Little Mermaid. Okay, I get it.
I have some attachment to Jamaican crabs.
My
It has nothing to do with a vacation I took. All right.
my animation professor in college actually was like one of the more lead type animators for The Little Mermaid.
Nice.
And what's his opinion on Jamaican crabs?
I don't know. He just kept drawing. What was that? He kept drawing the fish. He didn't.
Oh, the
Oh,
fish?
Sebastian.
No,
Yeah, he's
Sebastian.
Sebastian's a crab.
no, Sebastian's the crab. You're
oh,
talking about the fish, the flounder, yeah.
Flounder. Okay.
Thank you, MissLadyJay. See?
Doesn't even know the movie he's so passionate about.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We just exposed him, guys.
Okay. We're not going to talk about exposing ourselves on this show because that would, again, up the rating past rated R. Okay. All right. So the voting is exceptionally close, and we're going to kill it in about 5 seconds here. But there it is. Get your votes in! ! Vote space 1 for Quill! ! Vote space 2 for MissLadyJay! ! Vote space 3 for our friend Crozier, and last chance for romance at ! Giveaway if you want to go ahead and drop that in. But the voting is now closed, friends. So why don't we go ahead and take a peek at the winner? And it is Crozier. Crozier coming in with 17 votes. It was close. Quill was right behind him, so we almost had it. There we have it, friends. The man who came in as a last-second replacement, crushed it. He absolutely crushed it. And I want to thank CDPR again for sponsoring this round. The lovely, small, little company for that. But Mark, final scores, please.
All right, let's head over to our final score screen. Well, that was hard to say. Score screen.
Score screen.
And see what we're at. All right, so coming in at third place, QuillandLance with 6 points. In second place, MissLadyJay with 8. And Crozyr with a commanding, resounding lead with 13. And I think 13 might actually be the highest points we've gotten so far this season. I'd have to check our records. But well done, Crozyr. You are our GWENT champion for this week's episode.
Congratulations to Crozyr. So why don't we go ahead and say our wave our goodbyes to let's go third place, second place, first place.
You got it. Let's go on over to QuillandLance then.
Well, thank you so much for coming on to the show, my friend. Do you have any parting shots? You came in third place. It was a valiant effort, sir. And I know that you tried to sneak in some long-standing art that you already had processed that is hanging in the Wisconsin Louvre. But unfortunately, we don't allow that over here. But it was a valiant effort nonetheless, friend. Thanks for coming on the show. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, no problem. I definitely did, and it was a lot of fun.
Cool stuff, my friend. So if anybody wants to see you do some more drawings, because I know that your streams are very unique in that you play Gwent and sometimes you sketch at the same time. I have been a subject of your artistic skills, which is very flattering. But
I mean,
friend,
you could show that one, but
oh, if you've got it, if it's close by, that'd be really cool. So cool thing about our friend Quill here is as he plays Gwent, sometimes he's actually drawing and sketching various streamers and other cards, etc. So he went ahead and said, you know what, Flake, we're going to draw our good friend Flake. And there
That's
I
so
am.
good. That's so good.
Ain't that something? That is me, the best representation possible of who I am right there. So thank you so much for that. That was pretty damn cool.
That's going in the coffee table book.
That is totally going in the coffee table book. And not even in the fictional land of like artistic, inspiration can I even grow a beard. It can't even work when we're there. Quill, where can we find you, my friend? If anybody else out there wants to go ahead and catch up on what you're up to, where can we find you?
QuillandLance on Twitch. I don't use really social media. I apologize, but yeah, you can find me right here on Twitch.
All right, so he does have a Twitter account, and he told me that he hasn't checked it in 2 years. But go ahead and tag him.
His last tweet was 2017, July of 2017.
Yes, it's no problem. Not even a like. You could even get a like off of him for this show. All right, Quill. Adios, my friend. Thank you so much for participating. Stay on the call, and we'll get your details for that amazing 2019 prize we're going to get you. All right, let's roll. MissLadyJay.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, it was our pleasure, MissLadyJay. Thank you so much for doing the show. Now, I know that because you were kind of nervous going into this one. You might have been a little bit, on the fence about it, but it was a great showing, absolutely, all the way out there in South Africa, where apparently it's summer. I don't believe it, because the Earth is flat. It doesn't happen that way. I know these things for a fact. But thank you so much, MissLadyJay. Hope you had a great time.
I did. And where's my subs with the dab?
The dab.
Bust it out. If you are a MissLadyJay sub, bust out those dabs. We need the support, especially now. So MissLadyJay, you have been, you were featured in Gwent Skirmish with a wonderful showing. I know you do co-op streams every now and then as well, but you are blazing trails out there on the Gwent scene. Where can we find you for the few of you out there who know not of who you are?
MissLadyJ_ZA on Twitch.
Awesome stuff. Well, there you go. If you want more MissLadyJay, you can go ahead and find her at those two places on Twitch and Twitter. Go ahead, do the shout outs. MissLadyJay, thank you so much for coming on in, and hope to see you down the line.
Thank you.
All right, and the winner, Mark. Can you hype him up for us, Mark?
Our champion, the Crozyr. I was trying to write something with the word German, but I didn't quite get it. But the potato master himself, Crozyr, who came in last minute and was nervous about even playing, thought he wasn't going to win, and not only did he win, but he won with a commanding 13 points.
Oh yes, the tale, the lore surrounding him, the songs that will be written about this day are already, those webs are being woven right now, friends, because he came in with literally about 30 minutes to spare. He came in as a backup for our ailing Dr. Gurr. He said, I'm going to come in, and not only am I going to be all calm and polite about it, I'm going to absolutely demolish my opponents. Crozyr, 13 points, friend. Thank you so much, for coming in the clutch there, buddy, but for the wonderful championship belt that you're never going to receive because it doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah. So I just want to say thank you for And so the thing was, if I can be real here for a second, when you contacted me about doing this, I had the tiltiest moment on stream I ever had, and I already almost typed up the answer. No, I'm too tilted, I can't do it. And then MissLadyJay said, "Come on, it's gonna cheer you up. You're gonna have a great time." And so I deleted the answer and said, "Yeah, sure, I'm gonna do it." And it was like the best decision I could have made, I think, because I had a real
What are
blast here. This is
That's
is
right.
a great format, and this was just a lot of fun for me to be here. It's just awesome to have had this opportunity, because now I'm gonna have a great evening, being happy to celebrate instead of, even I had one, like just having had this experience instead of being mopey about my stream. So it's really honest appreciation that you guys invited me today, and yeah, thank you very much for letting me be here.
Well, I don't know what else to say, but those are very kind and flattering words, my friend. And everybody gets afflicted with the old salt bug every now and then, and it happens. And it's the way that we sort of respond to it and get past it. Don't forget. I mean, whenever bad things happen, friends, just don't ignore them. Own it, respect it, and move on. And that's the way to go. And I really appreciate the fact that you came in here and with the wise words of MissLadyJay saying, "Just do it, you'll be fine." So now's the time to let everyone out there know is that when Crozyr did say that he was a little bit tilted, we gave him all the answers in advance so that he can win and feel good about himself. So this is totally there's a giant asterisk next to it. Obviously that's fake, but
Yes.
honestly, thank you so much for the kind words, Crozyr. That's very kind of you. All right, so Crozyr, you're kind of exploding on the scene. A lot of people have been saying that all kinds of GWENT content creators are have sort of flown the coop, so to speak, but you're there to pick up a lot of the slack of the people, and a lot of people have definitely been enjoying your stream. So for those of you in the chat who do not have the privilege of watching Crozyr do his thing, Crozyr, please tell them where we can find you and how to get in touch and consume more of them delicious potatoes.
Yeah, so it's Crozyr on Twitch. It's Crozyr1 on Twitter. Honestly, I don't know. Became Crozyr1, it just happened. I think I clicked the wrong
Because you're the
buttons.
one Crozyr.
I am the one Crozyr, exactly. So yeah, Crozyr1 on Twitter, and we've got a potato Discord. You find it on my panels in my Twitch or whatever, where there's also news and stuff and discussion. So yeah, those are the 3 sources you can find me at.
Perfect. Well, we're probably going to have you back someday, Crozyr, because Mark and I are kind of drawing up the architecture for like an all-stars championship version of GWENT Trivia down the line, with the likes of like the McBeard and Shinmiri and possibly yourself, etc. All the all-stars are going to come out to play and butt heads for an ultra hard difficult version. But Crozyr, thank you so much for coming in and the great show that you put on today.
Thank you
All
for having
right,
me, guys.
no problem. Mark of Marktheousness.
Yes.
Another brilliant and beautiful episode.
Beautiful
This is
episode.
just Delicious.
It was delicious and beautiful. I couldn't have had it better.
I would tend to agree. And last chance for romance again for exclamation point giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, because we have one more giveaway to do at the end of it for a prize from CDPR themselves. Again, you might not have heard of CDPR, but I guarantee you they're a thing. So just Google.
They're real, we
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah, they're on like if you hit Google search CDPR and hit like next page 4 times, you might find them. Yeah, that joke is getting old, and we'll just stop it at this point. But Mark,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you again for wonderful production. I just want to
Absolutely.
let everybody in the chat know that everything that you see, all the production value, all the bells and whistles that occurs, is because of Mark's hard work, especially in sort of the dying hours, at the 11th hour of this show when Dr. Gurr unfortunately had to withdraw, and he did everything. Mark changed all the names and all the graphics, including going from monsters to Nilfgaards. Easy peasy, right, Mark? That's
Just
why
a
you
little
turned the photos.
switcheroo of panels and we're good to go.
No problem.
No problem.
I want to say one more thanks to the viewers, because you guys really want what make this show as awesome as it is. And
That's right.
Yeah, literally. We have great streamers on the show, but really this is the driving force, the engine, the fuel behind this locomotive is because of you guys just chugging away. So thank you guys out there in Chatland. Lots of hearts and love to you guys. You guys deserve and respect.
And in 2 weeks, our holiday special.
Oh, we're already starting up on the holiday special for this. Mark,
Already ready. I got my little tree. See?
Yeah,
It looks like I'm holding it when I do this.
Mark, do you have like a Christmas bow tie, some type of thing that's gonna happen?
I'm sure there's a bow tie appropriate for Christmas in that box. So we're gonna make that happen.
Absolutely. All right. Before we get to the giveaway, I just want to say one more thank you to Team Rankstar, www.teamrankstar.com. Get all your CCG meta-analysis, videos, interviews, especially for Gwent. Go check it out. There's a lot of great stuff over there. Also for Inked Playmats, inkedgaming.com. Go check them out for your tabletop, your mouse pads, your tabletop gaming mats and binders and dice and things like that. Go check them out. And of course, the CDPR, they don't need our help. Doesn't matter, but they've helped us out so much. So thanks to them. Mark, you ready to choose a winner?
Let's do it. Let's rock and roll, baby. Pick the winner.
Let's do it. All right, here it goes. Here's the winner of the CDPR prize. If you do win, enter the Discord, either Mark's or my own, and send us a message and we'll make that happen. Here we go. Pick the winner. Ghost Lawns. Get
Ghost
off my
Lawns.
lawn. Ghost Lawns.
It's not a real lawn. It's a ghost lawn.
It's a ghost lawn. It's like, what happened to the lawn? It's a ghost lawn.
It's a ghost.
Interesting name, but Ghost Lawn, if you're out there, make sure that you hit us up in one of the Discords. Feels good, man. All right. Last sign off, Mark. You want to say bye to everybody, and then I'll.
All right, yeah. Thanks so much to our 3 contestants, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks for a holiday special. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Marktheus, or you can follow me on Twitch for my streams at Marktheus as well. And same thing goes for Flake, right?
Absolutely. You can catch me over here streaming card games all the time right here on this channel or on Twitter at WatchFlake. Make sure you keep up with all the news. Friends, it is so important out there to take care of yourselves and take care of your neighbors' friends. Be kind to one another, and love trumps hate every single time. Make sure that you know that. Always just smile at a stranger and just see how that changes their day. All right? I love you all. I'll see you here. Adios. Till next time. Be good. Peace.
Later, folks.